What's up, guys? Welcome to the wrap-up of the last training block before I deload and start training for Worlds. Next block's gonna be a big one, and I'm really happy that this last one went as well as it did. So to wrap the week up, I landed in Ottawa on Monday, went to Dynamo Barbell, great gym. Definitely recommend checking it out. And that day I hit a 610-pound squat. I think that's about 277 kilos for a triple. And I was super happy with that. Pretty sure depth was there. It's kind of hard to tell with the video. The video was super backlit, so it's hard to tell, but I think I was there where I needed to be on that. Followed that up with 165 kilo or a 365 pound bench for 3. That went pretty well. I mean, none of these lifts that I did were 8s or 9s or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they were all 9.5 or 10 RP. But the culmination of a good training cycle, and I think some all-time PRs on the bench and the deadlift for sure. The next day I trained at a Good Life and I did my competition deadlift for my triples, and that was 765, which if I'm not mistaken is about 350 or so. Maybe, yeah, 347, 347 and a half or 350 kilos, somewhere in that range. That was definitely an all-time PR. It was a little bit of a noodly bar, but it was also slipping out of my hands, so I feel like the advantage cancels out the other disadvantage, and it was just like pulling it on a stiff bar, I promise you. Anyways, I did some tempo bench that day. Don't really remember what I hit. I think it was 335 pounds for a double with that 6-second eccentric. And then I took the train, got here to Toronto. Dylan and I met up with Omar. What's cracking, guys? Bromar Eavestrough here, checking in at the Airbnb. We just got to Toronto. All of our things exploded all over the place. Dylan's camera equipment looked like bombs, but we made it. We're here. We'll give you guys a quick tour of the Airbnb because, as you know, most powerlifters live like rock stars. All right, so we're here. It's a beautiful day in Toronto. Dylan's shots are super overexposed. We're gonna show you guys the crib. So this is the spot. We got some laundry, which is actually pretty dope. The roofs are nice and high, so Dylan's not even close to hitting his head on anything. By special request, there was a stock of oatmeal cookies, Dad's, and apple juice and orange juice. Try to top that. Also, we have a lovely 2-bedroom. If I need to get Dylan the hell out of my space, I just slam the door on him. And let's not forget, we have a sick games collection here, complete with multiple puzzles. We've got the Polar Princess and the Tiger Moth, classics in any collection. We have an Xbox, and my personal favorite, Monster High Monster Matchup card game. So, you know, we came out here to film stuff with Omar, but I think we might just stay indoors and play some card games. So we'll see what happens. And finally, the pièce de résistance. They must have heard we were coming because they stocked up. So I trained with Omar on Thursday at Fortis, and we got a, what was it, 260 kilo, 565 pound, 600 tempo squat for a double. And then after that, I hit my touch and go bench PR goal of the whole cycle, 315 for 10. I think that's 142 and a half, 145. I've been away from home so long, I don't even know kilos anymore, you guys. This is what happens when you travel, you fall apart. Anyways, the next time I trained was in Barrie. We did an open lift for the students at Georgian College. If any of those guys or girls are watching, thanks so much for coming out. I hope you guys all had a good time. And that day I worked up to some deadlifts. We were doing the 600 tempo as well that day, and I managed a 315 kilo double. So I was pretty happy with that, pretty happy with how my positioning kind of changed towards the end of this training block. I feel like the beginning of the block I was getting a little sloppy because of the reps, I think, the rep work, and hips were high, wasn't being patient off the floor, and I think I did some pretty crappy deadlifts, but I'm really happy with how things turned around towards the end. Also that day I did some chain bench. Barrie, unfortunately, the APS gym we trained out there didn't really have much for chains, so I just kind of sandbagged the hell out of that, got some reps in, and that was it. But I gotta go get a quick pump, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Sorry guys, we f***ed up. Basically, we meant to film the rest of that wrap up while we were still in Toronto, maybe in the airport, on the train on the way home. Some things came up, the train was canceled, we had to take an Uber, it was a bit of a mess getting to the airport, whatever. Anyways, we apologize for that, we're here now. Today I'm gonna be starting my first day of the heavy training block that's gonna lead straight into Worlds. Super exciting time, but thanks for coming along with us for the last little while. And we will see you guys very soon with some big, exciting training footage. Lots of cool stuff's gonna be happening over the next little while. We also need more questions of the day. So if you guys are seeing this, comment below, give us some questions to answer. We like trying to theme each episode based on the questions you guys ask, so we can give you a little bit more takeaway and get a little bit more involved with the community, etc. But that's it for today. We're gonna get right into the next block. I'm gonna go start squatting right now.